This is a love reading for Taurus. It's intended for Taurus Sun, though it could also resonate with Taurus Moon and Taurus Rising. So please make sure to check out your Sun, your Moon, and your Rising sign video, as you may resonate more fully with one aspect of your personality than another during any given time, okay? Also keep in mind this could be about you, or this could be about your partner or love interest, all right? Also, while this is intended to be about romantic love, it could play out to just be about just love in general. You know, we love our parents, we love our children, we love our friends, right? But it is intended for romantic, but it could play out that way. Also, again, I will say, remember that when I do these readings, though I say this is you, it can be you or it can be someone around you, okay? Let's just go right there. I don't like doing all this talking before the videos. Anyway, so the first card that you got is romantic feelings. It says, your feelings are real and they're worth exploring. Now, I'm getting a couple of stories off of this. For some of you, you really want somebody to romance you. Like you really, really desire that. Whether you're stating it or not is a whole different story, and it's not part of this reading, at least yet. For others of you, you're already feeling romantic feelings towards someone, right? And you may even be thinking of getting involved with someone, or you may have gotten involved with someone. Either way, my overall feeling is that you have a romantic desire that needs to be fulfilled in some way or another, and that's not something to be ashamed of either. Now, the clarifier for this is the Fool. So there's kind of a warning there. Look before you leap, okay? Pay attention to the details. Don't just jump off that cliff. But at the same time, there needs to be more of a free-spirited attitude potentially for some of you as well. So you take that as, you know, whatever your story is here. But I would not tell you to throw caution totally to the wind, but let's throw away unnecessary caution to the wind, okay? You need to break free is the way that I'm hearing it. I don't know what this means. I don't know anybody who's a Taurus, like, on a day-to-day basis, so forgive me. I can't really elaborate too much more than just what I feel, okay? But I want you to be careful that you're not so in need for the feelings of romance that you jump into the arms of somebody who's not healthy as well, okay? Or a relationship that's not healthy, because sometimes relationships are not unhealthy because the people are unhealthy, but the situation is, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that. Anyway, let's just go past that. I'm going to tell you, you know, some of you may have already taken a leap of faith with somebody that you have romantic feelings about. Others of you may be considering it. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so the next thing is release your ex, and it says, the time has come to clear your energy. Guys, for some of you, I'm going to tell you, I feel some of you are still married, all right? Some of you are still married, but you are devastated about the thought of having to go through the paperwork, going through all the legal stuff that would be involved. You just don't want to deal with the divorce for some of you, okay? For others, this is, how do I say this? You don't want to tell your current person or your ex-person, I'm sorry, because to me, the ex can sometimes still be the current person, even though they're, quote, an ex, okay, so to speak, energetically. So take that as you will. But for some of you, you just don't want to tell them, look, I really don't feel like this is working out. That's an agonizing thought to you, to tell them how you feel. For others, I mean, you may have moved on from them physically, but you're energetically still hoping for someone, or hoping things can work out for whatever reason, okay? So some of you may just also just be worried about starting over again. Like you're insecure about having to start over again. Like, how will I financially recover? You know. For others, I'm also seeing where one of you could have, some of you, this is not going to be everybody, one of you could have been juggling, meaning seeing more than one person, and that could be a factor too. Either way, whatever your story is, there's a lack of certainty. You're having a hard time fully releasing somebody from your past. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're in love with them, but there could still be grieving, or there could still be ties to that old energy or those old fears around an old relationship, okay? Or a relationship that you haven't fully let go of energetically is the way I would rather word that, okay? So keep that in mind. You know, while that is difficult, the thing is, once you, I want to say it that way because the way it looks in the card, once you hand in that paper and you let the cards fall where they may, so to speak, the hard part's over. Now you just deal with what's left over from that. You know, the hardest part for you is just accepting that it's over with somebody, or that a certain situation is over, like clearing it out of your mind and out of your energy and understanding that that was the past. That's the old person, right? Not everybody is your ex. Either way, it is advising you to flirt. Okay? Now, I'm just going to say this because I am not going to put my judgment in here, because I know that I can be biased. So I'm going to keep my judgment completely out of this. But it's telling you to flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others. So the way that I read that is kind of like, you know, whatever's going on, you don't have to get into some sort of serious relationship with somebody. Or maybe, you know, just feeling like somebody feels like you're attractive might be what you need. You know, maybe it's not really that you need a new person, but you just need to feel like somebody desires you, you know, in a certain way for some of you. But for others, you know, this person's already gone. Allow yourself to flirt with new people. You know, like, get out. Enjoy your life. Don't stay stuck on this old energy. Basically, it's all about taming the beast within your head, so to speak, is the way that it's coming up in this reading. Now, I'm also going to point out a couple of things that I'm seeing. There may be fears of, you know, starting over is one of the things that I see. The other thing is there may be something here about my money versus their money. Maybe you don't want to let go because you don't want to have to split the assets, for instance. Or some of you could have some very deep self-worth issues as well. Okay? Just saying. Either way, I mean, it's telling you to flirt. It's telling you to flirt. So I'm going to say, you know, you don't have to get romantically involved with anybody if you don't want to. But, you know, romantic feelings don't have to be satiated with physical activity, if you get my drift. If that is what you want, allow it to happen. Feel free to do it if you're, you know, in a situation where that's okay for you, you know? But for some of you, I feel like this is somebody that you separated from in the past. Now, I'm sure that's not going to be everybody, but for a lot of you, this is somebody that you were separated from in the past anyway. This person could have backstabbed you in some way, or you backstabbed them. I want to tell you, please make sure to pay attention. Make sure that you're not being held by guilt to someone who's not considerate of your feelings, of anyone who doesn't see you as beautiful or handsome or, you know, and if you don't see it physically, even like spiritually, but like they have to value you. Does this person value you? Do they even value you? If they don't, why are you still holding on? Please try to let go. Okay? Please try to let go. And if this is your person, then it's asking them to let go because you didn't value them, or it appears that way. Somebody was not getting what they needed romantically out of this, and then there also could be, you know, fears around money also. All right, guys, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, guys.